Hey MotoAmerica fans, this is Cam Peterson. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the MotoAmerica YouTube channel for more coverage. Also like and comment.
It's time to heat things up in Supersport race number 2 from the Ridge. When those lights go off, we're going racing. Here we go. Kevin Almeida, the 16, looks like he got a decent launch off the front row. Bending it into turn number 1, it's going to be Sean Dylan Kelly, M4 ECSTAR Suzuki, leading the way from the 16 of Kevin Almeida.
And that's exactly what Escalante, again, didn't really want to see anybody in between him. But Almeida with a great start on the Alta Suzuki. Spoke with him earlier today, Greg. He was really excited about this opportunity to get back and be healthy, and with that shoulder that we heard Hannah talking with him about. But his whole goal is to do exactly what he's doing now. Get off the line with these two fast guys that have been kind of setting the pace for the last couple of years and do his best to mix it up with them, but hopefully pull a big enough gap to where at the end of the race, if he is running in third, he'll have a big enough gap to fourth. And you can see right now, Almeida looks strong.
Yeah, but it also looks like Sam Lockoff has made a jump on his M4 ECSTAR Suzuki. He sits there in 4th place. But Almeida told me, Jason, this morning when I was talking with him, that his shoulder yesterday, his left shoulder, which he had surgery on, is good for about 4 to 5 laps, and about midway through the race, it starts to get fatigued. So he's really working on that core, the core and his leg stability under braking. So it's really coming off the back straightaway into turn 13 where it's really been bothering him, and into the chicane is where that shoulder starts to get a little bit of pain and fatigue. But right now, the number 16 Kevin Almeida, who we're talking about on the Altus Motorsports Suzuki GSXR 600, doing a great job in 2nd spot. Yeah, trying to keep Sean Dylan Kelly right in his sights. Yep, and really, like you said, Greg, great mention on Sam Lockoff. He's actually closed the gap from the first couple corners, but
he actually changed his rear tire compound from that 0455, a little bit of a harder compound, to the softer, the 097 on the rear. He tried it in warm-up this morning and said it gave him better drive out of the corners. So hopefully that'll make a difference for him today in being able to close the gap to Sean and hang on.
And that bike just doesn't look like it does anything wrong for him. But Escalante has got to try to make some sort of work here of Almeida, as he's going to try as they go down into the chicane here, into turn 1. You can see the chatter on Almeida in front of his bike, but Escalante is able to make that work. But now we've got almost a full second between first and second when they came in and over the line there. So
0.4 of a second, the difference, as SDK was a little quicker than Escalante.
But you can see on this lap, he hasn't gained anything on this lap, and now we're in Kelly's wheelhouse right here. Look at how good that bike turns and gets through there. He goes all the way back to first, short shifts it down that hill, and just he's able to get this bike rolling, and then it comes out of there. And look at the gap now, Greg. You can see it visibly. It just keeps opening up. They're going to short shift the bike. They're going to go through this thing wide open, and you can see Lockoff is now drawn up to the back of Almeida completely.
Sam Lockoff, the 44, M4 ECSTAR Suzuki, diving underneath Kevin Almeida, and he'll take 3rd spot. So the Supersport rookie, the 19-year-old from South Africa, taking advantage of Almeida opening up the door and possibly fatiguing that shoulder. Before we see Sam Lockoff mixing it up with the likes of Sean Dylan Kelly, Escalante. Oh, Austin Miller, the 61, down.
Going to be turn 15 or 14 as they come down the hill. You can see he's lost the front. You see that big black tire mark right there where the front is tucked underneath him. Good to see Austin up and okay, though. He was running, Greg, I think he was running 14th. It's going to be very difficult. He's in deep, he's in tight also, Greg, but he's going to be able to close that door. No problem. If you're going to let that guy go by, let him try to do it on the outside. Really smart riding by Sean Dylan Kelly here.
Last couple of corners for the M4 ECSTAR Suzuki rider, Sean Dylan Kelly, onto the front straightaway. The drag race to the checkered flag. Escalante and his Honos HVMC motorcycle trying to do it. No, it's going to be Sean Dylan Kelly with another victory. What a move. Oh, you got to make sure you go through that chicane. You don't want a penalty. Here comes Kevin Almeida with Sam Lockoff having a great race running off the track. It's going to be Kevin Almeida who put in the work and is going to be rewarded with double podiums. Sean Dylan Kelly, 1/10 of a second over Escalante, and then Almeida, 21.2 back. Another podium for him. Lockoff, big disappointment, I'm sure, as he had the podium in sight, but nonetheless, a great ride over Benjamin Smith, Rocco Landers, Doyle.